Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button, put some Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video or go live on my YouTube channel. And once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, first things first, let's get straight to the point. Bob Arum came out yesterday and dropped a bombshell, y'all. I guess he did an interview and they asked him about the potential bout between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence and what is coming in the way of that. And Bob Arum is stating that Errol Spence is the only one standing in the way of the Terence Crawford fight from happening. And he said, and I quote, "I've talked to Al Heyman and he's amenable to the fight. The only one who seems like he's holding back on it, and maybe because he doesn't feel like he can win the fight, is Errol Spence. That's the truth. Errol Spence is the obstacle in making that fight, not Al Heyman. Spence throws out numbers, percentages. Again, we're very confident in the fight. We believe Crawford will beat him. Unfortunately, Spence believes the same thing. The only issue is Spence doesn't want to fight him. Blame Spence. He doesn't want to get beat by Crawford." End quote. Now, whew, that was a mouthful. But haven't I been trying to tell you guys this shit from the jump, y'all? Haven't I been telling you guys that your boy Errol Spence Jr. is very hesitant? He's very fucking cautious when it comes to getting in the ring and mixing it up with the pound for pound king and Terence Bud Crawford, because he feels like that man has a legitimate chance of stopping his reign in the welterweight division. Haven't I been saying that? And I know what you're going to say. Oh, Bob Arum is this. He's full of shit. He lies. And well, God damn it. Haven't I showed you guys in all of my videos, whether that's parts 1 through 6, of Errol Spence lying and contradicting himself every fucking chance that he gets, right? So, when Bob Arum comes out and shits on his own boxer and Terence Bud Crawford, you guys like to use that shit as gospel, right? But now that he came out and said this shit about yo guy, Errol Spence Jr., the same shit that I have been on record of saying for, I don't know how many months now. I mean, I only got the hottest series on YouTube. Here's proof that Errol Spence Jr. is ducking Terence Bud Crawford parts 1 through 5. And I just did 6 the other day. And if you haven't done so, go check the shit out. But I've been saying this shit, man. I've been calling a spade, and I ain't got, once again, I don't have nothing against EJ. I just want the old Errol Spence Jr. back. I want the old guy that came into the welterweight division hungry and ready to fuck shit up. Where's that guy? I want to know. Because at this point, man, we're 3 years removed from a fight that should have happened 2 years ago. Honestly, we should be talking about a fucking rematch, or hell, even a trilogy at this point. And of course, the shit that Bob Arum said yesterday did not sit well with Errol Spence Jr. And he elected to go on his Twitter to call out Bob Arum and tell him that he was a fucking liar. Of course, Errol Spence is going to say that. Of course he's going to say Bob is lying. That's the most popular thing to say. That's always going to be the most popular thing to say. And then Errol Spence said, "All I hear is accomplishments. I see so many greats I look up to inside the ring who didn't take care of the business outside the ring, that shut up and box shit been over, at least with me." You see what I'm saying, y'all? And then he went on to say, "Everybody tells boxers just fight. Nobody telling these guys in the suites and networks who've been getting paid off boxers and fucking them over for centuries, take a loss or break even on this one. You good money-wise regardless. Just want to see the fight." And then he also went on to say, "Instead of taking Bob $200K signing bonus, went with Al, my advisor, and didn't take a signing bonus, took a stipend a month for a year to hold me afloat till I started making okay money because I knew where I could take it. Believe in you. Thumbs up emoji." And then he also went on to say, "I want to fight the best. though, cause Lord knows I use one y'all favorite fighter as a tune-up laughing emoji. Now, it's pretty damn obvious. He's talking about Terence Crawford. I mean, if you read between the lines, he's talking about Terence Crawford and saying that he will be a fucking tune-up. Okay, Earl. You see how he be saying all this little cap and shit, and which is why it's no longer strap season. We've already established that it's cap season. It's cap season. He's capping again. He do all this fucking talking about some shit that ain't got shit to do with the shit that we want to see, which is the fucking fight. Which is the motherfucking fight. Who gives a fuck about the dudes in the suites? Who gives a fuck about the networks? Haven't you known how this shit works in boxing for how long now? I mean, this shit has been this way before you, and it's going to continue to be this way after you. Boo fucking who? We're not trying to hear that shit. At least I'm not. I'm not trying to hear that. And I'm not going to give you a pass because once again, you are avoiding the fucking question and the topic at hand. And Terence Crawford, of course, he had to chime in and he said, and I quote, "I've been champion since March 1st, 2014. 7 straight years is coming up. 3 different weight classes. If I was to retire, the Hall of Fame would be my next accomplishment. Sorry, can't say the same for periods." And then he went on to say, well, he retweeted something that Errol Spence said. He said, "I want to fight the best though, because Lord knows I'll use one of y'all favorite fighters as a tune-up," laughing emoji. Bud Crawford tweeted an emoji with his hand over his face. I don't know. And then after that, he retweeted something Errol Spence said, which I kind of like this. I like how Bud is calling this motherfucker out. He's pulling this motherfucker card because I've said it before and I say it again. You're going to have to verbally demean this dude. You're going to have to be condescending with a guy like Errol Spence, who is so fucking nonchalant. But he said all those accomplishments with names people don't remember, laughing emojis. Bud retweeted at Errol Spence and said, "One name they gonna remember is Errol Spence ducking Crawford. That's gonna stay with you your whole lifetime." Laughing emojis, peace sign. You still good though. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Do you motherfuckers see what I am saying? So everybody and their mama can see that this man is avoiding Terence Bud Crawford. But the Terence Bud Crawford naysayers and the Errol Spence fanboys. And why? I don't fucking know, because the proof is in the pudding. This shit is right in front of you guys, but you guys don't want to take it. You only want to take it with a grain of salt, which I get it. It's your guy. You want to be biased, cool. But on my fucking page, we are going to call a spade, because guess what? If Terence Crawford were doing this same shit, if the roles were reversed, then guess what? I would be calling his ass out too, just like I'm doing Errol Spence. Which is why I am fair. I am straight down the middle, regardless of who I like or dislike. On my page, I am going to be as honest as possible. It's too much fucking material of this guy ducking the smoke with Terence Bud Crawford, and I just don't get it. Because if this guy has not fought anybody, if he doesn't have a notable name on his resume, if he's this, if he's that, then why not get him out the fucking way? Haven't I been saying that from the jump? I mean, I could have sworn in all of my parts 1 through 6 so far, I haven't even told y'all who I'm picking to win the fight. Have I said that, y'all? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. I just want the fucking fight. That's all I want. And then once the fight gets made, that's when I would get into the X's and O's and the minutia of what the fuck is going to happen in the fight. But right now we are focusing on getting the fight. But every time we try to do that, Errol Spence want to talk numbers. 60-40, 70-30, or whatever the fuck we want to give him. You see what I'm saying? And Bud has never even talked about numbers until Errol put it out there publicly. I mean, don't you guys see this shit? Don't y'all see what's going on? I mean, don't y'all see the duckery, the fuckery that's coming from Errol Spence's side? He's his own man. He has his own promotional company. Al Heyman is his advisor. But somehow, some way, he is reluctant to cross the other side of the street to face Terence Crawford, but he's willing to show up on a DAZN platform to go challenge Canelo, who is also on the opposite side of the street of him, to a fight at 160 when he ain't did shit to earn a fight with Canelo. And then you motherfucking fans, man, you guys are honestly At least 65% of the reason why we don't get the fights we want to see, because y'all condone this fuckery. Y'all condone the duckery. Y'all like it. Y'all want to be this guy's promoter. Y'all want to tell him what the fuck he should make and shouldn't make. You know, you guys keep focusing on all this fucking money. Fuck the money. Okay? We ain't making a dime off of this shit. But we are going to be the ones at the end of the day that's going to have to pay $75 to $100, right? So we need to make sure that we get the fucking fight that we want to see. And that is my mission. And I am on a fucking rampage. But Bob Arum is absolutely correct, because I've been saying it from day one. Errol Spence don't want the fight. Why? I don't fucking know. But the man doesn't want the fight. Now I can assume why he doesn't want the fight. Because he feels like he can lose. And that's it. So he's just trying to get as much money as he can get before he take that L, because for some reason Floyd Mayweather has made it to where these guys think, oh, it's such a bad thing to fucking lose. Oh, it's the end of the world. Even though you got guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Muhammad Ali, Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones. I can go on and on. Sweet Pea, all these guys. Outside of Floyd Mayweather, all the boxing greats, Sugar Ray Robinson, have all lost multiple times. Mike Tyson, been knocked out before. Holyfield, lost. It's not a bad thing to lose. It's not. But I digress, man. I just wanted to come on here this morning and give you guys my take. And Bob Arum is right, man. Terence Crawford is the one that wants to fight, and Errol Spence is the holdup. I've been saying this shit from the jump. But once again, you guys, drop your thoughts and comments below and let me know. Do you agree or disagree with Bob Arum? And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I'll be back on another day, on another time, on the same fucking channel. Holla at your boy. I'm gone. Holla.